Good morning. It is 9:06 a.m. on Wednesday, January 6th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I didn't mean to just get up now. I messed up. So I was up late-ish last night because I was watching the Georgia Senate runoff results coming in. Pleased so far that it seems likely that the Democrats will be able to have control of the Senate, which I'm happy about. I mean, it's still a 50-50, which is not as comfortable as we might like, but it's better than the alternative. So I'm happy in that regard. Um, but it also was staying up late-ish, and then so I got up this morning to take Rocket out, and then it was pretty early still. It was like 5:15, so I was like, oh, I can get a little bit more sleep. And I set an alarm, but apparently I set it incorrectly. So here I am, running behind in my intended schedule, working from home. So gotta get to that. Also had a good session of Dungeons and Dragons last night. Um, where the party finally arrived at the my spooky murder mansion dungeon and began exploring. So far so good. That's pretty exciting. And then I dreamed last night, and specifically like just before waking up now, I had a bizarre dream all about like the next phases of the MCU, which in the light of day don't at all resemble what they're actually doing. It was some really weird stuff about the idea of uh, having new superheroes that were more under specific control, government control, like like the response to um, the Sokovia Accords and everything kind of falling through was the idea of having governments specifically make heroes that they could turn the powers on and off for, and that also resulted in this weirdness where everybody's powers were like mixing and matching with people without anyone's like control over it, and that was especially a problem for people who would get Hulk's power swapped into them, um, and yeah, it was all a bunch of nonsense, but I've got it on the brain right now because literally it was right until I woke up just now. So it's like this was, 3 minutes ago. But yeah, so in any case, back to work. Uh, Gosh, yeah, sorry, this is a little bit more just got up than usual. Uh, Yesterday I had to get a new battery for my car um, because it had a bad cell apparently, and it was frustrating because it was, I don't know, you guys don't care. That's not an interesting story. Uh, yeah, okay. I'm feeling a little bit scattered this morning. Like, I mean, I had things to talk about. I just didn't spend very long on any one of them. Um, Maybe a little bit more than on the on yeah, my brain is not all the way awake yet. I'm working on it with some caffeine here, but yeah. So I think the Dungeons and Dragons game, though, I had been doing a lot of preparation on the the dungeon area because it's kind of this big sprawling area and there are multiple ways to go. So I kind of had to have most of it ready for them to even go in because I didn't know which part, like which way are they going to go. Because if they, they ended up going in through the basement rather than through the front door, and so that just means they access different areas first, which means I have to have all of the different areas where they might access, ready. But I feel like I've captured a good sense of mood so far, which is I'm pleased with. I've also managed in the last week or so to kind of get back into finishing an editing pass on a novel that I have written but have been reworking. Um, so yeah, I feel like I'm doing okay. Um, but yeah, just a little scattered this morning. Not fully awake yet, but working on that, and then off to the races. Talk to y'all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.